Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 season is on the air. This is our first edition of Friday Night Baseball. Tonight, we are at Municipal Stadium as the Oakland Athletics take on the Kansas City Royals. Today's date is April 19th, 1969. The Athletics come into this game with a record of 7 wins and 1 loss. They're out of the gate pretty strong. The Royals are 4-4 at the moment, early in the infancy of this season. So still a long way to go for them. Of course, the Kansas City Royals won my 1972 replay. They will be getting their rings tonight. The Oakland Athletics historically won this game. The Athletics 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. The Royals 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. So we should have a good matchup tonight for Friday Night Baseball. And who knows what might happen. Inside Pitch lately has been pretty unpredictable. But that's the good thing about the game. You want it to be unpredictable. Phoenix Knight, Jeremy Brooks, Ben Witz, Brian Patterson, Ron McGrath join us here at Municipal Stadium. So, we're about to get things started here in a big game here in the American League West between the A's and the R's. So everyone is set and ready to go. Let's get to some baseball. Starting pitcher for the Kansas City Royals, the 1972 MVP, Roger Nelson. And he did not have really an MVP year in 1969, which was his first year with the Royals. 7 wins, 13 losses, a 3.31 ERA. 82 strikeouts and 61 walks. We are at Municipal Stadium. It's a pitcher's park, only 102 home runs. And of course, we all know what happened the last time I said it was a pitcher's park. Of course, before we start tonight's game, the commissioner of RJL Network, namely, well, me, heads down to the field and hereby awards the rings for the 1972 Royals to the 1969 Royals. And of course, all of them are looking at me like I'm nuts. I then go to Roger Nelson on the mound and give him $20 suit. No, only a $10 suit, Ben. I go down there to Roger Nelson and give him the MVP. He was the first pitcher to receive the MVP award on the network. So congratulations to Roger Nelson, as he will win the World Series in 72. On the network at least, and the Royals will win it as well. There are a few players on this team that will be on the 72 team, but they are missing a couple. So everybody here should be excited and ready. The fans give a big cheer to Robert of Art. Well, actually, no. I guess I'm the commissioner, so I'm supposed to get booed, right? Every commissioner in every sport gets booed, so I guess I get booed. Boo! I don't know why. All the commissioners get booed. Anyway, so the Royals received their rings for 1972, and now it is time to go ahead and get ready to play some baseball. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Athletics will be the shortstop, Bert Campaneris. 260 average, 2 homers, and 25 RBIs in 69. We're going to use blue, white, and white dice. Royals are the home team. This is the 1969 A's. They were not the swinging A's yet, and however, they are swinging with a 7-1 record early here in the 69 campaign. Let's see what happens. Let's play some Friday Night Baseball. Nelson, 5-5, error on a throw. 2-1 to Campaneris. It's a ground ball right back to Nelson. His error rating is an 11. That's a 12. He will barely not make an error, and he will throw to first to get the out. And that is 1 down. Next batter will be the left fielder, Mike Hirschberger. A 202 average, a homer, and 10 RBIs in 69. I guess a backup player for the A's here. Nelson, 4-4, strikeout 5, swing and a miss, struck him out. First strikeout for Nelson. As I said, Municipal Stadium, Pitcher's Park, -1 to walks is the only adjustment here at the park. And now they will bring up the right fielder, a pretty young Reggie Jackson. Hall of Famer, yes. One of the greatest of all time, I think so. 275 average, 47 bombs, 118 RBIs. Reggie was already cooking with gas in 1969. Nelson will pitch. Nelson, 3-5, walk, 17. That will miss. Jackson, 3-6, and it's a ground out to short. Taken care of there by Jackie Hernandez, and he will throw to first and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Athletics, and we go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Oakland Athletics, Johnny Blue Moon Odom. And he had a great year in 69. 15 wins, 6 losses, 150 strikeouts, 107 walks, though. He had some control issues in 69, but nothing wrong with that 2.92 ERA. So Blue Moon Odom gets the start tonight. And now we'll see what the Royals go as we play. Bottom of the first. Leading off for the Royals will be the right fielder, Joe Keogh, a 187 average and 7 RBIs for the Royals. Odom, 1-3, strikeout, 19 is high. Keogh, 2-5, base hit. He'll hit that one past second base. And Keogh leads off with a single. Next up is the shortstop, Jackie Hernandez, a 222 average, 4 homers, 40 RBIs in 69. Strategy roll for Keogh. He's not going anywhere. Infield double play. Odom, 6-3, possible error. Hernandez, 2-1, and that's a power hit to right field. That is a 6, and against a righty, that's going to be a base hit. Right fielder is Reggie Jackson. His error rating is a 9. That's a 17. He won't make an error, so it'll be a normal runner advancement. So Keogh, base runner 4, single to right, +3 is a 7. There's not going to be a throw as Jackson, not good there with the arm, and he will actually not bad arm, actually. Jackson did have a -1 arm, but Keogh will go ahead. Actually, I'm sorry, it's +1. Actually, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Didn't I? It's Oakland in the outfield, right? +1. 1-5 he gets there. And he does. So a base hit by Hernandez, and now runners at the corners and no one out. Always forget who's in the field. Mr. Moley, 55, joins us here at Municipal Stadium. Next up will be the first baseman, Mike Fiore. Had a pretty good year. 274 average, 12 homers, 35 RBIs. Excellent first baseman. No problem there. They're going to play and stay at double play depth, surrender the run to get the 2 outs. Strategy roll, though, nothing on the 11. Odom with the pitch. Odom, 2-6, strikeout, 15 will miss. Fiore, 3-2, and it's a base hit right past second, and the Royals will get on the board first. Hernandez has got good speed, a base running rating of 4, a single past second. Hernandez gets the third, and it's already 1-0 in favor of the Royals. So the Royals come out hard here, I guess trying to show that their 1972 championship was no fluke. Next up will be the third baseman, Joe Foy. Sounds very familiar, and yet I don't know much about him. 262 average, 11 homers, 71 RBIs. Runners at the corners, still no one out. They're going to stay at double play depth. Strategy roll, nothing on the 7. Odom already in a jam here in the bottom of the first. Odom, 6-5 against the righty. That will be an automatic out. And that's going to be a fly ball to left. That's going to be caught by Hirschberger for out number 1. Foy, a sacrifice fly of 3. That is a 5. That won't score Hernandez automatically. Hernandez, base running rating of 4. Left fielder Hirschberger +1 arm. A 1-5. Hernandez will still score. He does. Hernandez had good speed. Fiore stays where he is. And it's 2-0 Royals. Stadium cheers. Yay! So we get the sacrifice fly. And now that will bring up the left fielder, a pretty young Lou Piniella. 282 average, 11 homers, 68 RBIs. He was on the 72 Royals team. Infield still a double play depth. XCSG2 joins us here at Municipal Stadium and Vita Productions. Fiore on at first. Strategy, nothing on the 19. Odom will pitch. Blue Moon, 6-4, range play. Pinella, 5-3. It's a base hit past third. Third baseman is Sal Bando. His range is a 4, but a double play, it's a 3. And he's got it. Nice play. Does he turn it? 3-3-4. Second base pivot. Campaneris +1. A 1-5. They turn it. They got it. Side retired. 5-4-3 double play. But the Royals get 2 runs on 3 hits and a sacrifice fly. They have a quick 2-0 lead here after 1. Foy was on the 1970 Mets. Okay. I thought I recognized the name. I just wasn't sure from where. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Athletics will be the third baseman, Sal Bando. 281 average, 31 homers, 113 RBIs, played in every single game for the Athletics. And there is nothing wrong with those stats at all. Nelson will go ahead and pitch. Nelson, 3-2, strikeout 8. That's too high. Bando, 6-3, and it's a fly out to center field. Getting under that will be Bob Oliver, and that is out number 1. Next batter, the first baseman, Danny Cater, 262 average, 10 homers, and 76 RBIs in 69. Nelson will pitch. Nelson, 5-2, error on a grounder. Cater, 1-1, single into left field. That's a base hit. Left fielder is Pinella. His error rating is a 7. That's an 18. He won't make an error. He'll get it in the end. He'll get it into the infield. And the A's have a man on first. And now the second baseman, Dick Green, a 275 average, 12 homers, and 64 RBIs in 69. Infield is a double play depth. Cater had 1 stolen base, and he gets the steal sign, but with a stolen base rating of 4, I'm not sending him. Nelson will pitch. Nelson, 5-4, that is a blank. Green, 5-6, and it's a ground out to second base. 3-3-4. Shortstop pivot Hernandez, -1, so a 1-3, it's a double play. No, Cater will be thrown out at second base, but Green will make it to first, and that's out number 2. Off the fielder's choice. And now the batter is the center fielder, a young Rick Monday, 271 average, 12 homers, 54 RBIs for the Athletics. Now 2 outs. Strategy, nothing on the 15. Green stays where he is. Nelson with the pitch. Nelson, 1-6. That is an automatic out. And it will be a ground out to first base. Taken care of by Fiore. He will tag the bag himself. And that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Athletics. And we will go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Royals will be the second baseman, Jerry Adair, 250 average, 5 homers, 48 RBIs in 69. Blue Moon will pitch. Odom, 2-5, strikeout 6. That just missed. Adair, 5-2, and it's a fly out to left. Hirschberger will go ahead and catch it for out number 1. Next up, the center fielder, Bob Oliver, a 254 average, 13 homers, 43 RBIs in 69. Odom, 1-3, strikeout 7, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is the first strikeout for Blue Moon. And now the catcher, Ellie Rodriguez, a 236 average, 2 homers, 20 RBIs in 69. Odom with the pitch. Odom, 6-4, range play. Rodriguez, 5-1, base hit, pass short, but it's a range play for Bert Campaneris. His range is a 3. Can't get that one, and that will be a single for Rodriguez. So Rodriguez keeps the inning going. And now the batter is the pitcher, Roger Nelson. He had a 138 average and 3 RBIs in 69. Rodriguez, he will stay where he is. Odom with the pitch. Odom, 4-2, strikeout 4, swing and a miss, struck him out, and that will retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Royals, 2-0 after 2. Top of the third. And leading off for the Athletics will be the catcher, Jim Pagliarone, a 241 average, 6 homers, and 16 RBIs. Pagliarone will find himself on the Seattle Pilots later in the year. He is an Athletic tonight. Nelson will go ahead and pitch. Nelson, 1-3, range play. Pagliarone, 5-2, ground out to second base, but it's a range play for Jerry Adair. His range is a 2, and that is a 2. Nice play by Adair. He'll fire from his knees and throw to first to get the out. One down there. And now the pitcher, Johnny Blue Moon Odom. He was excellent in 69, a 266 average, and he had 5 bombs in 69. Johnny Odom, one of the better hitting pitchers that year. Nelson will go ahead and pitch. Nelson, 4-4, blank. Odom, 1-2, base hit right up the middle, right past Nelson and into the outfield. So Odom goes ahead and helps his own cause with a single. DH? I don't need no stinking DH. Odom goes to first base on a base hit right past the pitcher. It'll bring out Campy. Campy's 0 for 1. Odom didn't have any stolen bases, and he won't get any here. Campaneris gets the bunt sign. He's going to swing, though. Odom on it first. Nelson will pitch. Nelson, 4-2 against the righty. Strikeout, 10 is high. Campy, 2-3, and that is a ground out to second. 1-1-2. Shortstop pivot, Hernandez -1. So only a 1, it's a double play. And that's a 5. Odom easily thrown out at second. Campaneris will take first. 2 down. So fielder's choice for Campaneris. The next batter is Hirschberger. He's 0 for 1. Campaneris, he will stay where he is. Actually, he got the steal sign. 18 -2 is 16. Rodriguez -2 is 14. Hirschberger really not a great hitter. A 1-14, why not? Campaneris going to try to steal. And he's safe. Campaneris did have 62 stolen bases, and he'll get one there. Stolen base for Campaneris puts a runner in scoring position. Now they'll go ahead and re-roll the strat, and this time he'll stay put. Rodolfo Bateside joins us here at Municipal Stadium. Campaneris on at second, 2 outs here. Top of the third, 2-0 Royals. Nelson, 3-4. That is a blank. Hirschberger, 3-3. And against a right-handed pitcher, it's a ground out to short. That'll be handled by Hernandez. And over to first it goes. And that will end the inning. No runs, a hit, and a stolen base. But our man stranded. And we go to the bottom of the third. Leading off for the Royals will be Joe Keogh, and he got a single his first time up. Sports Time Machine, Utah Mike joins us here at Municipal Stadium. And yes, you did mess the presentation of the banner. Odom, 4-4. That is an automatic out. And that will be a ground out to short, 1 down. Next batter is Hernandez. Hernandez got a single his first time up. Odom, 4-2, strikeout 10, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is strikeout number 2 for Blue Moon Odom. And now here's Fiore. Timeout. Actually, was that strikeout number 3 for Odom, I should say. My bad. Fiore's the batter now. He got a single his first time up. Philip Reynolds and PFLQR and Doug Hunt join us here at Municipal Stadium. Odom, 4-3. That's at the park. Municipal, 2-3. And that's a fly ball, lazy fly ball to left field. Hirschberger is going to get to that, and he will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Royals. And it's 2-0 after 3. Time for a quick station break. This is the RJL Network. We go to the top of the 4th. 2-0 in favor of the Royals here in a big game here at Municipal Stadium. Royals, of course, received their championship rings for the 1972 season. Leading off for the Athletics will be Reggie Jackson, and he is 0 for 1. Nelson will go ahead and he will pitch. Nelson, 3-1, blank. Jackson, 1-2, and it's a ground out to first. Easy handled by Fiore, and he'll take it to the bag himself, out number 1. Next up is Bando. Bando is 0 for 1. Nelson with the pitch. Nelson, 1-1, walk, and that 4 is ball 4, so he will walk Bando. So Bando trots down to first. Next batter is Cater. Cater got a single his first time up. Bando had 1 stolen base, infield double play, and he'll stay at first. Nelson will go ahead and he will pitch. Nelson, 1-5, range play at the park. Municipal, 5-3, and that's a ground ball to third base. And that ball is hit to Joe Foy. His range is a 2, but a double play, it's a 1. That is a 2. And that's going to be a base hit. It'll be a single into left. Bando will hold at second base on the single. And that's going to be runners at first and second. So because Joe Foy was playing in double play depth is the reason why that ball got past him. So now runners at first and second for Green. Green is 0 for 1. Still 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Strategy, nothing on the 7. Bando and Cater will stay where they are. Nelson with the pitch. Nelson, 2-6 against the righty. Strikeout 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is the second strikeout for Nelson. 2 down. Big strikeout on Green. It will now bring up Monday, even though today is Friday. Monday is 0 for 1. Strategy, nothing on the 15. Nelson will pitch. Nelson, 5-5. Error on a throw. Monday, 1-4. It's a ground ball to short, and that ball is hit to Jackie Hernandez. His error rating is a 12. That's a 13. He picks it up, drops it, picks it up, but he'll make the play, and he's going to throw to second to get Cater, and the inning is over. Wow, he almost blew it. His error rating is a 12, and that's a 13, and that will be a ground out to short. The inning is done. No runs, a hit, and a walk, as that could have been very interesting, but the Athletics will strand a couple as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Blue Moon back on the mound. Leading off for KC will be Joe Foy, and he sacrificed fly his first time up. Odom, 6-6, walk 16. That will miss. Foy, 1-1, fly out to center. And Monday will come in a bit and grab it. Next batter is Piniella, and Pinella's 0 for 1. Odom, 3-6, error on a throw. Piniella, 5-2, base hit. That'll be a single into center field. There won't be a throwing error, as there's nobody on base. So a single for Piniella, his first hit of the game. It will now bring up Adair. Adair is 0 for 1. 1 out, infield double play. Piniella had 2 stolen bases, and he won't get any here. Odom, 5-2 against the righty. Strikeout 9. That will miss. Adair, 6-2. It's flied to right. Reggie Jackson getting back there a little bit, and he'll make the play for out number 2. 2 outs for Oliver. Oliver 0 for 1. Piniella stays it there. Odom, 6-2. Range play. Oliver, 2-4. Ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Bert Campaneris. His range is a 3. That's a 6. No, he wouldn't have gotten that anyway. Wouldn't matter. That will be a base hit. Piniella, he will have to hold at second base. Even with 2 outs, he holds at second. So it's a seeing eye single pretty much. And now runners at first and second. And a chance for Rodriguez. Rodriguez got a single his first time up. Runners at first and second. Strategy, nothing on the 19. Blue Moon Odom going ahead and looking at Rodriguez. Fans hoping for a big hit. Odom with the pitch. 2-1, blank. Rodriguez, 5-2. Nope, it's a ground ball to third base. That'll get picked up by Bando, and he's gonna throw to first to get Rodriguez, and the inning will end there. No runs, 2 hits for the Royals. Odom has definitely calmed down a little bit since the first. Still 2-0 here after 4. Another good pitcher's duel right now between these two. Combined ERA is 6.1. So that's not too bad. We go to the top of the 5th. Leading off for the Athletics will be Jim Pagliaroni, and he's 0 for 1. Nelson will pitch. Nelson, 4-5. That's at the park. Municipal, 6-5, and it's flied to center field. And Oliver says he has it, and he does. Next batter is Odom. Odom got a base hit his first time up. Very good hitter in 69. Very good hitter. Nelson will pitch. Nelson, 4-6. That's a blank. Odom, 2-5. This time he grounds out to third. That is out number 2. Easily handled there by Joe Foy, 2 away. And now Campaneris. Campaneris is 0 for 2. Nelson goes ahead and deals. Nelson, 4-1, blank, not tired. Campaneris, 2-5, and that's a fly ball to center. And that will be handled by Oliver. Oliver waits for it, and he's got it. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go the Athletics. Roger Nelson hit 69, Roger Nelson, pitching like 72, Roger Nelson right now. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Speaking of Roger Nelson, he leads off, and he's 0 for 1. Bottom of the 5th inning, Royals leading the Athletics 2-0 here at Municipal Stadium. Odom, 6-5 against the righty. It's an automatic out, and it will be a ground out to first. 1 down, handled by Danny Cater. Now Keogh. Keogh is 1 for 2. Odom, 3-6, error on a throw. Keogh, 4-3, ground ball, second base. That ball is hit to Dick Green. His error rating is a 4. That's a 14. He won't make the throwing error. He will throw it to first for out number 2. Here comes Hernandez. He's 1 for 2. Odom will go ahead and set it up. Odom, 6-1, strikeout, 7, swing and a miss. Strikeout. The inning is over. That is strikeout number 4 for Blue Moon Odom. And 1, 2, 3 go the Royals. 2-0 after 5. Top of the sixth. Nelson still got left in the tank. Mike Hirschberger leads off for Oakland, and he's 0 for 2. Nelson will go ahead and pitch. Nelson, 2-1, walk plus 10, and that 18 is going to walk Hirschberger. So Nelson had no control over that one, and Hirschberger draws a walk. That is the second walk given up by Nelson, and here comes Reggie. Reggie is 0 for 2, infield double play. Hirschberger, then nothing happening on the 5. Nelson will pitch to Jackson. Nelson, 2-1, walk plus 10. That 14 will walk Jackson. And now the Athletics have runners at first and second and no one out. That is the third walk issued by Nelson. And here comes Bando. Bando is 0 for 1 with a walk. Infield still at double play. Strategy, nothing on the 4. Hirschberger at second, Reggie at first. Nelson, 5-3. That's at the park. Municipal, 3-4. It's a single plus to center field. That will score a run. Hirschberger will come around to score. Jackson automatically to third. Bando's got to try for second. Center fielder, Bando's base running rating is a 3. Center fielder Oliver's your alarm. Bando reaches second on a 1-3, and he won't. They'll put on the brakes and head back to first, but it's 2-1. RBI single by Sal Bando as the bases on balls come to bite Nelson in the butt. And now runners at the corners with no one out. The infield will come in. And here comes Cater. Cater's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Reggie at third, Bando on at first. Nelson some trouble now here on the top of the 6th inning. Strategy, and that is a 3. And Cater actually gets the hit and run, but he's not doing that. He will swing. Nelson will pitch. Nelson, 6-6, range play. Cater, 1-5, ground ball, second base. And that ball is hit to Dick Green. His range is a 4, but with the infield in, it's a 2. And he won't get it, and it's going to be a base hit. Jackson will come in to score. Bando hit past second base. Bando will have the speed. He'll get to third. Cater gets to first. This game is tied. Stadium groans. Danny Cater gets his third single of the game. He's 3 for 3. And runners at the corners and still no one out. And they're going to talk to Nelson on the mound here. And now the batter is Green. And Green is 0 for 2. Actually, that was a ground ball to third. And I said Dick should, no, I think a 4. Yeah, it wouldn't matter. It still would have been a base hit. So Bando on at third, Cater on at first as usual. I keep on forgetting he was in the field, but it wouldn't have mattered. I think that was a bait. That was a ground ball. It still would have been failed range play. So Bando on at third, Cater on at first, 1 out. The infield is still in. Strategy, nothing on the 3, and Green gets the hit and run, but he's going to swing. Nelson with the pitch. Nelson, 1-6. That's an automatic out. And that's going to be a fly ball to center field. So that will be out number 1. Green, a sacrifice fly of 2. You won't get Bando that way. Bando, a base running rating of 3. Center fielder Oliver is your alarm. A 1-3. Bando will still score. And no, he'll hold. So they do not get the leading off run in. And now the batter is Monday. Monday 0 for 2. The infield is now going to stay in. Keep it at a 2-2 tie. Strategy rolls. Nothing on the 19. Monday gets the bunt sign, but he's going to swing. Nelson will go ahead and pitch. Nelson, 3-3. Wild pitch, 8, and that's going to score the run. Wild pitch thrown by Nelson and over the catcher's head as Rodriguez has to go get it. Cater to second. Bando scores 3-2 Athletics. Stadium groans. No lead is safe, an inside pitch. Now Monday will bat with another run at second base. Monday is 0 for 2. Re-rolling the strat. Now the infield is back. Nothing on the 18. Monday gets the bunt sign but he'll swing. Nelson will pitch. Nelson, 2-2. Against the lefty. Home run result against a righty. Monday needs a 10. That's a 1. And that one, that one's actually probably at least 20 feet beyond the fence. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run Rick Monday. Stadium barfs. Blech. A 2-run bomb by Rick Monday as Nelson puts that right over the plate. It's 5-2 Athletics. Actually, they didn't have Ben, they didn't have a second deck at Kansas City Municipal Stadium. It actually was open air. The entire outfield was pretty much open air. If you look at the picture that I have, I have on the thumbnail, that is Kansas City Municipal. Really didn't have much of it. Didn't really have a second deck out there. 5-2 Athletics. And now the batter is Pagliarone, and he's 0 for 2. And Nelson getting hammered here as the A's have put a 5 spot on the Royals. David Vega joins us here at Municipal Stadium. Nelson will pitch to Pagliarone. Nelson, 4-1. That's a blank. Not tired yet. Pags, 3-1, and it's a ground out to third. That'll be out number 2. 2 down. Here comes Odom. Blue Moon is 1 for 2. Nelson, he'll go ahead and pitch. Nelson, 4-4, strikeout 4, swing and a miss, strikeout, and the inning is over. Third strikeout for Nelson, but the damage is done. 5 runs, 3 hits, 2 walks, and a 2-run bomb by Rick Monday, and the Athletics have a 5-2 lead. As we go to the bottom of the 6th. Odom back on the mound. And here comes Mike Fiore leading off for the Royals. He's 1 for 2. Odom will go ahead and pitch. Odom, 2-6, strikeout, 20, no good. Fiore, 6-1, and against a righty, it's a ground out to third. That'll be handled by Bando, and he tosses it to first. Next batter is Foy. Foy is 0 for 2. Odom with the pitch. Odom, 1-6. That's a double question mark. 1-7 against a righty. 1-7's an out. The 16 is high. Foy, 3-4. That's a power hit to left field. That's a 15. And against a righty, Joe Foy has himself a double. A 1-out double bagger right there for Joe Foy. And he'll stay at second base. It now brings up Piniella. And Pinella's 1 for 2. Strategy rolls are still on, and nothing happening with Foy. He will stay at second. Odom goes ahead and gets the look, and he'll pitch. Odom, 1-6. That's a pitcher result. That 5 will be an automatic out. And that's going to be a ground ball to third. That'll be handled there by Bando. The throw goes to first for out number 2, and Foy stays at second. 2 down for Adair. Adair is 0 for 2. Odom, that's a 2, nothing happening there. Foy actually gets the steal sign to go to third, but down 3 runs, he's not doing it. Foy will stay where he is. Odom will make the pitch. Odom, 2-3, strikeout 5, cold strike 3 on Adair. He got him. Big strikeout for Blue Moon Odom, his 5th, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit for the Royals, and it's 5-2 Athletics after 6. We go to the top of the 7th. Roger Nelson is tired, and he is due to bat 3rd in the bottom of the 7th. They're going to stick with him since he is due to bat in the bottom of the 7th. They're going to let him pitch here, but if he gets in trouble, he'll be yanked. Leading off for the Athletics will be Bert Campaneris, and he's 0 for 3. Top of the 7th, 5-2 Athletics. Nelson, 3-3. Wild pitch, ball 1. 3-1. That's a blank. Campaneris, 3-1, and that's a ground out to 3rd, handled by Foy. And Foy will throw it over to first for the out. Next up is Hirschberger. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Nelson, 1-5. Range play at the park. Municipal, 4-3. That's a base hit to left field, but it's a range play for sweet Lou Piniella. His range is a 4. That's a 6. He ain't getting it. Base hit for Hirschberger. So Hirschberger comes up with a single, as there was no way Piniella was getting that one. And now the batter is Reggie. Jackson is 0 for 2 with a walk. And Nelson says, let me pitch to the guy, and he's going to do it. Jackson a little weaker against righties, at least in terms of overall hitting. Nelson's going to pitch to Jackson. 1 out here. Top of the 7th, 5-2 A's. And strategy rolls are still on. And nothing happening on the 12. Nelson will go ahead and he will pitch. Nelson, 5-4. That's a blank. Jackson, 1-5. That's a ground out to second base. 2-2-3. Shortstop pivot. Hernandez -1. A 1 or a 2. It's a double play. They got it. Side retired. Jackson grounds out into the 4-6-3. No runs and a hit for the Athletics. And that will do it there. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we'll have 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Tomorrow night will be April 22nd for the 1969 season. And we're going to take a trip to historic Forbes Field for a big matchup in the National League East as the Chicago Cubs will take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Bill Hands will be going for the Cubs, and Doc Ellis will be going for the Pirates. So that will be tomorrow night's game as we go to historic Forbes Field. So I hope you'll join us for that one tomorrow night. Hands and Ellis, the Cubbies and the Bucks here on the network tomorrow night. Bottom of the 7th here, Athletics lead 5-2. Blue Moon Odom, he still has plenty in the tank. Leading off for the Royals will be Bob Oliver, and he's 1 for 2 with a single. 5-2 in favor of the Athletics. Odom, 1-4, walk 5. That just missed. Oliver against the righty is a 5, but -1 makes him a 4. Oliver, 3-1, and he popped it up right to the pitcher. Odom says he has it. Pop out right to the mound, 1 down. Next up is Rodriguez. Rodriguez is 1 for 2 with a single. Odom will go ahead and pitch. Odom, 5-6, walk. That 14 is high. Rodriguez, 5-5, and that's a fly out to right. Getting under that will be Reggie, and he will glove it for the second out. Pinch hitter coming in for Roger Nelson. He will leave the game, and right now he has the loss, but the Royals will go ahead and go to the bench. Coming on to pinch hit will be Pat Kelly. More of a starter, I think, for the Royals, but he was on the bench for this game. 264 average, 8 homers, 32 RBIs. Nothing wrong with those stats. So Pat Kelly will go up against Odom here. The pitcher spot for the Royals is 0 for 2. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Steeler fan joins us here at Municipal Stadium. Odom with the pitch. Odom, 3-5. That's blank, not tired. Kelly, 6-2, and that's flagged to right field. Once again, Reggie Jackson will get to it. He will make the play and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the R's. And it is still 5-2 after 7. Top of the 8th coming up. And leading off for the Athletics will be Sal Bando. And he's 1 for 2, a single and a walk. 3 righties coming up for the Athletics. And the Royals need a pitcher. And they are going to go with... They're not going to go with the closer here. Coming on to pitch for the Royals is going to be Dave Wickersham. Another great baseball name. 2 wins, 3 losses, 5 saves, a 3.96 ERA. Dave Wickersham will come on to pitch for the Royals. If that's not a baseball name, I don't know what is. And he can pitch to 6 batters. So Sal Bando will go up against Wickersham. Hard to say that with a straight face. Wickersham will pitch. Wickersham, 6-1, hit by pitch, 6, plunk, ouch. And the first thing he does is hit Bando. Bando will trot to first. First hit batter of the game. And now the batter is Cater. Cater 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Infield double play. Strategy rolls are now off. Pitcher versus batter. Wickersham, 2-4, strikeout. 17 is high. Cater, 4-1. This time he flies out to right, and that's the first out. Bando will go ahead and get back. Next batter is Green. Green is 0 for 3. Bando on it first. Wickersham with the pitch. Wickersham, 5-2. That's a blank. Green, 1-2. Base hit. Hits one into left field. That'll be a single. Bando, base runner 3. Single to left, -2. So he only gets the third on a 1. And he doesn't. Bando actually thought about going to third. He put on the brakes and he'll hold at second base. Some insurance runs out there. The next batter is Monday. Monday 1 for 3 with a bomb. So runners now at first and second. Now still 1 out here. Wickersham will set up the pitch. Wickersham, 3-6, wild pitch. Yep, that goes to the backstop, and the runners will move up. And now runners at second and third. Now they got to bring the infield in. And the question is, do you pitch to Monday and then do you walk Monday and then pitch to Pagliarone? Pagliarone against righties isn't as strong. Actually, Pags may be the better deal with here. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to walk Rick Monday, intentionally walk him. And coming on to bat will be Jim Pagliarone. He is 0 for 3. Infield is going to play in and try to turn the double play. So bases are loaded here. 1 out, top of the 8th. You always thought Harold Baines was a great baseball name. Maybe he's just an all-time great. Nah, actually, I think Bill Swift is an all-time great. I know you know that Bill Swift is an all-time great. Isn't he, Steeler fan? Bases loaded. Bases are loaded. Wickersham will pitch. Fans here at Municipal Stadium hoping Wickersham can get out of this. Wickersham, 4-2, strikeout 13. That is high. Pagliarone, 6-4, and it's a fly ball to right field. Well, that is out number 2. Pagliaroni, a sacrifice fly of 4. He'll bring in Bando. Bando will score. Green a chance to go to third. Base running 3, hit to right, -1. Right fielder Keogh +1. A 1-3. Green will take third. And he does. So the sacrifice fly works. The Athletics now have a 6-2 lead. Monday did stay at first. Stadium groans. So Pagliaroni gets it done. 6-2 Athletics. The next batter is Blue Moon Odom, and he's 1 for 3. Odom can still pitch to 3 more batters. They're going to let him hit, and Odom was a good hitter. They're going to go ahead, and they're going to let him swing. But 2 outs now, runners at first and third, now 6-2 A's. Odom 1 for 3. Wickersham, will be tired after Odom. Wickersham with the pitch. Wickersham 4-6, range play. Odom 3-4. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Jackie Hernandez. His range is a 3, and he's got it. Nice play by Hernandez. He'll take care of it. Throws to second to get the out, and the inning is over. What a great play. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 walk, and a hit batter. And the Athletics now have a 6-2 lead here going in the bottom of inning 8. Blue Moon Odom will stay on the mound. Leading off for the Royals will be Joe Keogh, and he's 1 for 3. Odom will go ahead and pitch. Odom 6-4, range play. Keogh 1-1, ground out, second base. That ball is hit to Dick Green. His range is a 4, and he's got it. Nice stop by Green. He'll take care of it over to first, 1 out. Nice stop by Dick Green. Highlight reel play. Da-na-na, da-na-na. Here's Hernandez. Hernandez 1 for 3. Odom will go ahead and pitch. Odom 3-4, range play at the park. Municipal 5-6, fly ball center field. This time the ball is hit to Rick Monday. Monday after it, his range is a 3. That one he's not getting, and that is going to be a double for Jackie Hernandez. That one is over his head. Monday will have to take it off the wall. Hernandez slides into second base. Now the Royals got to get some runs in here. Here comes Fiore. Fiore 1 for 3. Infield going to play back. Strategy rolls are off. Odom looking in on Fiore. Hernandez on at second. Odom with the pitch. 5-2 against the lefty, walk. And that's ball 4 easily on Fiore. And now runners at first and second. And now the batter is Foy. And now Blue Moon Odom is tired. And they are going to let him pitch. He is tired, but they're going to let him pitch. Infield now with double play depth. This is the 1960s, not the 2020s. Hernandez on at second. Fiore on at first. Here's Foy. He's 1 for 3 with a double. Fans here at Municipal Stadium hoping maybe Foy can get the Royals back into this game. Odom. 4-6, that's a blank. Foy, 2-5, and it's a base hit to left field. Hernandez, a base runner 4. Single to left, +2 is a 6. There will not be a throw home. Hernandez will score. Fiore, a base runner 3. A single to left, -1. So a 1-2, Fiore will get to third. And he will. Fiore gets the third. Foy goes to first. Runners at first and third. It's now 6-3 as the Royals get one back. Runners at the corners, still 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Here comes Piniella, and that will be it for Johnny Blue Moon Odom. So Odom coming out of the game pitched pretty well, though. But the Athletics will go to the bullpen here, and with runners at the corners. Coming on to pitch for the Athletics, there's really only one guy I can bring in because I don't like the other one, and they're going to go ahead and bring him in now. Coming on to pitch for the A's, Hall of Famer, Raleigh Fingers. 6 wins, 7 losses, 12 saves, a 3.72 ERA. Fingers in 69 was a little pedestrian, not the Fingers we know, but still very capable of getting the job done. Paul Lindblad was the other guy the Athletics could use. I like Fingers in this situation. So runners at the corners with 1 out. The infield is going to play a double play depth. They'll surrender the run to get the outs. Runners at first and third. Fingers will pitch. He can pitch to 10 batters before he tires. So he's got pretty good endurance. So here's Sweet Lou Piniella. He's 1 for 3. A 6-3 ball game now. Royals threatening. Strategy rolls are still off. Fingers will pitch. Fingers 6-1 walk. 18 is high. Piniella 6-4 and it's a ground ball to short. 3-3-4. Second base pivot. Green a 0, a 1-4. It's a double play. They got it. Side retired. 6-4-3 double play. 1 run, 2 hits, and a walk. But Lou Piniella comes up and hits into their twin killing and keeps it 6-3 after 8. As Fingers gets it done. D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer, joins us here at Municipal Stadium. We go to the top of the ninth. Leading off for the Athletics is Bert Campaneris. Dave Wickersham is tired. He is due to bat 4th. They're going to take him out of the game. He is tired, so they're going to let bring in a new pitcher. And it is going to be... Where will they take him out? Hold on. You know what? No, they're not going to take him out. They'll let him pitch. He is tired, but they're going to let him pitch. We'll see if they can get him to go. Dave Wickersham says he can go another inning, so he will stay out, but he is tired. Campaneris leads off. He's 0 for 4. Top of the ninth, 6-3 A's. Wickersham with the pitch. Wickersham, 1-3 walk. 16 is high. Campaneris, 1-5. It's a base hit right past the pitcher, up the middle, and into the outfield. So Campaneris will get a leadoff single. That's his first hit of the game. It will bring in Hirschberger, and now they got no choice. Now they'll take Wickersham out. And the Royals will go to the bullpen. Their bullpen is not that great. But they're going to go with their best guy. Coming on to pitch for the Royals will be Mo Drabowski. 11 wins, 9 losses, 11 saves, a 2.93 ERA. Drabowski's job just to try to keep it where it is. So here comes Drabowski. Hirschberger, the batter. He is 1 for 3, a single and a walk. And there is nobody out here. Infield double play. 6-3 Athletics. Drabowski will pitch. Drabowski, 1-6 against a righty. Strikeout plus 10. That is a 10. Struck him out. He gets Hirschberger 1 down. And now the very dangerous Reggie. Jackson is 0 for 3 with a walk. Campaneris on at first. Drabowski goes ahead and deals. Drabowski, 6-6. That's a double question mark. Lefty, 1-5's and out. 13 is high. Jackson, 5-3. And it's a ground ball to second base. 2-0-1. Shortstop pivot. Shortstop pivot Hernandez -1, so no chance of a double play. And that is a 2. Campaneris is going to make it to second base easy. He's got great speed. Jackson will be thrown out at first for out number 2. So Campaneris avoids it. He gets to second base. And now the batter is Bando. Rough day for Reggie Jackson. 0 for 4 with a walk. Now Campaneris on at second, but now 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Strabowski trying to keep it where it is. Fans here at Municipal Stadium hoping Mo can do it. Strabowski, 6-5. That's at the park. Municipal, 6-5. And that's a fly out to center field. Getting under that will be Bob Oliver. He'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the A's. They have a 6-3 lead. But will we see some 9th inning magic? As Harlan Daniels and Rock BB Coach join us here at Municipal Stadium. Rock BB Coach. Must be the first time I think you've joined me in the chat. Welcome, my good man. Welcome to the network. At least I don't remember you before, but it's good to have everyone that wants to join me in. Bottom of the 9th inning. Raleigh Fingers is going to be tapped to try to close the game out. Leading off for the Royals will be Jerry Adair. He'll bat, and he's 0 for 3. 6-3 A's. Fans here at Municipal Stadium hoping the Royals, they received their championship rings tonight for the 72 season that we did. Fingers will pitch. Fingers 4-4. That is a home run result. Against the righty, Adair needs a 6. That's a 7. It's too high. Adair, 3-3, but he will get a base hit to right field, and the leading runner is on. Wow, Fingers pitched Adair a meatball. He didn't get all of it, but some of it, and Adair is on first. Now the batter is Oliver. He'll bat. Oliver 1 for 3 with a single. Infield double play. Longtime fan. Thank you, my good man. Good to have you. Adair on at first. Strategy rolls her off. Oliver the batter, 1 for 3. Fingers sets up with the pitch. Fingers, 5-3, strikeout 9. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 down. Oliver goes back to the bench. It will now bring up Rodriguez. And now what do the Royals want to do here? And they are he's a lousy catcher, but they're going to go ahead. They need the offense. Ellie Rodriguez coming out, and coming on to pinch it for the Royals is going to be Ed Kirkpatrick, a .257 average, 14 homers, 49 RBIs. Royals will need a catcher to replace, and Kirkpatrick actually can play catcher for the Royals in 69. He will go up against Fingers. So Fingers will now go up against Kirkpatrick. Tying run is on deck. Fans here at Municipal Stadium hoping for a hit. Adair on it first. Strategy rolls are still off. Fingers gets the sign. He will deal. Fingers 4-1. That is a blank. Kirkpatrick 3-1. Base hit for Kirkpatrick. It's a single. Adair, base running rating of 3. That'll be fast enough. He'll get to third. And the tying run coming to the plate. So now runners at first and third. And they'll have a pinch hitter for Drabowski as he will come out. And the Royals will go ahead and bring out the bat. Will be Hawk Taylor. Not Hawk Tua, but Hawk Taylor. .270 average, 3 homers, 21 RBIs. Hawk Taylor will go ahead and pinch it here, and he's got serious home run power. So Fingers has got to be very careful here. 1 out, 6-3. The A's are still playing a double play depth. Adair on at third, Kirkpatrick on at first. If Fingers pitches him a meatball, it's gone. Fingers gets the sign, and now he deals. 3-6. It's a blank. Taylor, 4-1, and he popped out to the pitcher. Taylor popped it right out. Finger says he's got it. 2 down. A pop out to the pitcher, and that's out number 2. And now the last chance for the Royals will be Joe Keogh, and he is 1 for 4. Adair on at third, Kirkpatrick on at first. Now Keogh will bat against Fingers, or will he? Timeout called. Keogh not a good hitter here. Keogh is in where? He is right field, and they will, I think he's got a bat. Center field. I can move Oliver to center field. I can move Piniella into center. I can bring in Spriggs. Joe Keogh is going to come out of the game, and coming on to pinch it for the Royals will be Chuck Harrison. 221 average, 3 homers, 18 RBIs, which means they'll need a right fielder, and I can make the move. Bob Oliver can go to right, and I can bring in somebody. I can bring in George Spriggs to play center if this game goes any further. So Adair on at third, Kirkpatrick on at first. Chuck Harrison will pinch it against Fingers with 2 outs. Fans here at Municipal Stadium hoping Harrison can do it. He has a little bit of home run power. Nobody else on the bench does for the Royals. Fingers goes ahead and gets the sign. And here comes the pitch. Fingers 2-4 against the righty. Strikeout. 17 is high. Harrison 3-1. And it's a fly ball to center field. Going backward is Rick Monday. Monday's got it in his sights. Takes a couple of steps backward. Puts out his glove. Block. And the ball falls into it. That's your game. The Oakland Athletics will win it tonight here over the Royals. 6-3. Stadium groans. No runs on 2 hits for the Royals, and the A's will go ahead and get a victory today. The Athletics will now go to 8-1, and the Royals drop to 4-5. Very early, of course, in this 1969 season. So a good win here for the Athletics, as they will take the victory, and they will get the job done. Final line score coming up. For the Athletics, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. For the Royals, 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. The winning pitcher is Blue Moon Odom. He'll go ahead and get the win. Roger Nelson takes the loss. Raleigh Fingers does wind up with the save. So a nice big win there for the Athletics as they take a 6-3 victory tonight. We are not done. Don't go away. The 10-minute ticker is next. That was a nice game of Friday night baseball. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So a 6-3 victory for Oakland over Kansas City. Let's see how the rest of the majors goes. April 19th, Seattle at the White Sox. Pilots 12-32, 4 runs. White Sox 13-13 and 1 run. It's a win for the Pilots. California, Minnesota. Angels 5-34, 3 runs. Twins 15-21, also 3 runs. We will have a tie. California rolls a 3, plus 2 is a 5. Minnesota rolls a 2, minus 3 is 0. That will be a win for the Angels. Baltimore at the Senators. Baltimore 634 and 3 runs. Washington 322, 1 run, a win for the Birds. Atlanta and the Reds. Braves 17-15, and that is 3. Reds 866, that's 9. That's a win for the Reds. Astros and the Dodgers. Astros 754, and that is 5. Dodgers 314, that's 0. Another win for the Astros. Cubs and the Expos. Cubs 1655, that's 7. Expos 766, that's 9. That's a win for the Spos. Pirates and the Phillies. Pirates 1156 and 6 runs. Phillies 1114, that is 1 run, a win for the Bucks. Padres and the Giants. Padres minus 145, that's 2 runs. Giants 1156, and that's 6 runs. And that's a win for the G-Men. Mets and the Cardinals, a rematch of Tom Seaver and Bob Gibson. Let's see what happens in this one. Mets 0-16, and that is 0. Cardinals 0-26, and that's 1. Cardinals barely pull that one out. That's a win for the Birds. On to April 20, 420, smoke 'em if you got 'em. Cleveland at Boston. Indians 1125, and that's 3. Red Sox 1963, and it's 9. A win for the Bo Sox. Seattle and the White Sox doubleheader. Pilots 764 and 7. White Sox 1336, 4 runs. That's a win for the Pilots. Game number 2. Pilots 935, that's 3. White Sox 1125, and that is 3. We have extras. Seattle rolls a 3 plus 0. White Sox roll a 1 plus 0, and that will be a win for the Pilots. They win both games. Oakland at Kansas City in a doubleheader. Athletics 1265, that is 9. Royals 723, and that's 2. A win for the A's. Game number 2. Oakland 1016, that's 2. Royals 564, that's 6. And they will split the twin bill. California, Minnesota. Angels 352 and 4. Twins 834 and 3. That's a win for the Halos. Detroit at the Yankees in a doubleheader. Tigers 663, and that is 6. Yankees 452 and 4 runs. The Tigers win the first game. Tigers 1041 and 4 runs. Yankees 065. That's 5 runs. They pull that one out. They split the twin bill. Baltimore at Washington in the doubleheader. Orioles 1221, 2 runs. Senators 541. That's 3 runs. Senators win the first. Orioles 21-31, and that's 5. Senators 731, that's 2. And the Orioles will split that twin bill. Atlanta and the Reds. Braves 835, and that's 3. Reds 1661, and that's 8. And that game belongs to the Reds. Astros and the Dodgers. Astros 443, and that's 3. Dodgers 762, that's 6. And that's a win for the Dodgers. Cubs and the Expos in a doubleheader. Cubs 1364, 8 runs. Expos 563, 6 runs. The Cubs win the first one. Cubs, second game, Cubs 14-25, 3 runs. Expos 7-14, 1 run. The Cubs take both games from the Spos. Pirates and the Phillies. Pirates 11-41, and that is 4. Phillies 6-44, that's 4, and we have extras. Pittsburgh rolls a 5 plus 0. Philadelphia rolls a 6 plus 0. The Phillies will win it in extras. Padres and the Giants. Padres 8-34, 3 runs. Giants 14-43, 5 runs. That's a win for the G-Men. Mets and the Cardinals. Can my Mets get a nice happy recap here? Mets 8-36, and that is 3. Cardinals 6-46, and that is 4. The Cardinals will beat the Mets again. On to April 21st, Cleveland at Baltimore. Indians minus 215, that's 0. Orioles 10-51, and that's 5, a win for the Orioles. If I'm correct, the 69 Mets did get out to a slow, kind of a mediocre start in the season. Yankees at Boston. Yankees 8-15, and that is 1. Red Sox 7-15, that's 1. We have extras. Yankees roll, both teams roll a 6. The Yankees are plus 2. Boston is plus 1. That's going to be a win for the Yankees. Seattle at Kansas City. Pilots 12-32, and that is 4. Royals 11-21, and that's 2. It's a win for the Pilots. Oakland at Minnesota. Oakland 11-22, that's 2 runs. Twins 14-46, that's 6 runs, a win for the Twins. Detroit at the Senators. Tigers 11-62 and 7 runs. Senators 12-26, 3 runs, a win for the Cats. Cincinnati at Houston. Reds and the Astros. Reds 26-14, and that's 4. But believe it or not, that's not going to win. Astros 12-66, that's 10. And the Astros get the win. Giants and the Dodgers. Giants 4-31, and that is 2. Dodgers 2-32, and that's 2. They tie. Giants roll a 4. Plus 0. Dodgers roll a 6. Minus 1 is 5. That is going to be a win for the Dodgers. Philadelphia and the Mets. Phillies 6-64, and that is 6. Mets 11-33, and that is 4. And that's a win for the Fighting Phils. My Mets lose all 3 tonight. Braves and the Padres. Braves 13-24, and that is 3. Padres 245, and that is also 3. They will tie. Atlanta rolls a 5, plus 2 is 7. Padres roll a 5, plus 3 is 8. That's going to be a win for the Padres. Expos and the Cardinals. Expos 666, that is 8. Cardinals 1645, and that's 6, and that's going to be a win for the Expos. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be April 22nd. We will be at historic Forbes Field as the Chicago Cubs take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. It was the first game of a doubleheader. Bill Hands will be going for the Cubs, and Doc Ellis will be going for the Bucs. So that will be tomorrow night's game at beautiful Forbes Field. Cubs and the Pirates, Hands and Ellis. Be there or be square. David Vega, Steeler fan, Ben Witz, Ron McGrath. Let's see here. Rock BB Coach, Harlan Daniels, D. Scott Howard, XESG2, and Doug Hunt. PFLQR, Sports Time Machine, Philip Reynolds, Rodolfo Baeza, Vida Productions, Mr. Moley 55, Ron McGrath, Jeremy Brooks, and Phoenix Knight, and Brian Patterson. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. See you guys tomorrow night. The Oakland Athletics get a nice win over the Kansas City Royals. A 6-3 victory for the A's. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.